Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Angel. Welcome back to your favorite Canadian talk show, Angel Canadian Talk Show. Hope everything is okay with you guys. My thoughts and prayers are with Justin Trudeau and all members of the Trudeau family on the incident that happened yesterday afternoon with his mom. Hope everything goes well with Margaret Trudeau. She is such a good person and has been an inspiration to many. All these lovely books she have written, and that Just for Laughs comedy as well. Our guest tonight on tonight's show is from Trinidad and Tobago. His name is Raymond Ramnarine, and he is the vocalist of the band Dil E Nadan. So we will hear from him later today. Let's get into your monologue now. Did you hear about the beauty contest they held in Canada? Nobody won. Why did the chicken cross the road? I had some foul reason on her mind. Did you hear about the catastrophic astronaut? He needed a little space. How do Moses make tea? Hebrews. A man tells his doctor, "Doc, help me. I'm addicted to Twitter." The doctor replies, "Sorry, I don't follow you." What's the difference between a cat and a comma? A cat has claws at the end of paws, and comma is a pause at the end of a clause. So that was your monologue for today. Thank everyone for following us on Twitter at Angels Canadian 1, on Instagram at Angel Canadian Talk Show, on Facebook at Angel Can, on YouTube at Angel Canadian Talk Show. And thank you all for all of the lovely emails at angelcanadiantalkshow@gmail.com. I know a lot of you have been asking
that he basically did anything when it comes to work. And if he had to dig dirt or mix cement or build a roof, whatever daddy had to do, he would do it just to put food on our tables and make sure that we go to school. So I mean, it was a lot of sacrifice, and both mommy and daddy, they would be my eventual heroes, man, because they taught. I mean, my two brothers, Richard and Randy, they taught us that life of living humble and showing compassion and stuff. So this is what we actually took, and we instilled it in our music, and by extension, we instill it in each one of our members. So the entire team is basically is not just family. We are family. And now we're seeing that we're teaching the kids now what we learned from our parents, to be respectful, be loving, be kind, and be honest, things like that. So if I would have to sum it up, Angel, and say that one person who really inspired me would be Daddy, Mom, you too, but Daddy, definitely.
And what is there any type of music that you don't like?
Don't look at me bad. Don't look at Raymond because I mean I accept all types of music. I love all music, man. But I can't believe I'm gonna say this. And for all the opera singers and all the opera lovers, please don't look at me bad. But I really can't take on the opera music. The high tone, I can't do it. I can't do it. Maybe for 5 seconds and that's it. But if you tell me, I mean, favorite genres of music, off the bat, I would say Indian music, reggae, old time dancehall, not dancehall now, but like the 80s dancehall, calypso and stuff. I love those. More vintage. I'm not really into like the new age kind of dancehall. Not really into that, but I love Indian music a lot. I love it, and like the love songs, like the Brian Adams and the Michael Bolton and the Celine Dion and yeah, man, I love easy listening music, man. A lot of soulful music is what I love. I just love it.
Okay, so tell us about what is your favorite food and what you like to do when you're not recording.
Come on, you can ask anybody in Brampton, anybody in Pickering, anybody in the Queens, anybody in Fort Lauderdale, anybody in Holland. Okay, to answer your question, it's basically fry one roti. I I just can't help it. But the fry aloo can't be aloo choka.
It have
The
to be
fry aloo.
fried brown and
Thank you,
that's
thank you.
my
The
son.
fry.
That's
Thank you.
typically my 14-year-old.
With a nice little kind of lime pepper sauce to the side, or a little kuchila. But have you ever tried sada roti, fry aloo, and ketchup?
No, I'm not a
Try it.
ketchup fan.
So that's now, but yeah, fry aloo and roti, man. I love it. Don't really get much of it, but I love it. There are some foods that even mommy used to cook years ago, and now mommy just kind of ease up because she say, "Oh, too much aloo not good."
Too much carbs.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So she wanna cook less oil. She wanna food with less starch and all these kind of stuff. So, but whenever I do get it, man, I cherish it. And what was the second question, though? I didn't. I kind
What
of forgot.
What do you like to do when you're not recording?
Oh, I love sports. We play basketball 24/7. Um, I used to do a lot of PS4, but not too good at it. I'm just basic. It's I can't go like
Call
that
of
too long. But
Duty,
but
Fortnite.
de- definitely sports. I love playing basketball. So Richard, myself, and the kids, everybody would just come over at my house. At the yard, I have a little basketball court with a ring and everything. So we would actually take our little workout right there, man. And that is. I'm a real homeboy, Angel. For those who didn't know, they would probably think that Raymond accustomed with the stage and all the lights and partying. So Raymond would be in the party circuit every weekend, and the only time I'm there is when my band is out and we have to perform. But other than that, I'm a real homeboy. I love to do a lot of stuff home. Like have a little line with the friends, let it come over. We cook, we hang out. We just old talk and just enjoy life, man. The simple things in life. That is what I love.
What is the song you like to sing the most? Bathroom anthem, breakfast anthem, dinner anthem. Which is it?
It would be a toss up. It would be a toss up between Someday and Musafir. Musafir was a Bollywood song that it was like one of the first three songs I ever sang when I just started my career. So those songs would always be special to me. So every now and then you would hear me singing a piece of Someday, or a piece of Musafir. So those are the two songs would be on the toss right through.
Okay, the other question for you is, are you on TikTok?
No, man. You know
Don't
what?
go. Don't
No,
go.
man. You know what? The time I would spend on TikTok, man. I don't want to sound crazy, but we we are studio holics. We love to be in our studio. If you look around now, you might see, yeah, there's a keyboard right behind me. So I'm actually in part of the studio right now, next to the band room, next to Dylan, the dance band room. So we spend our time. Yes, we have our leisure time, Angel, but we don't really make a life based on just linemen and okay, like 90% linemen or 90% not doing music, because music is what we do. We love music and we feel we owe it to the world to always bring out great music. So we always spend time, we find time to be in the studio creating music, creating original music. I'm talking about creating original music, Angel. Um, I would love, we will definitely keep in touch, but there's a song that I wrote in the same vein of Someday.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a time after the interview, you can also go type up Angel in Heaven.
Uh-huh.
It's another song that I wrote, and the reason I wrote that song was a couple of years ago. There was it was a crazy time where I think it was a 7-year-old boy, and he reminded me of my own son, man, and he was brutally murdered, and they tortured him and stuff. And when I saw his face on television, it just really inspired me to write a song. And I said, I came up with Angel in Heaven, and that's another song that is very close to a lot of people. So the next song that I wrote is basically in the same vein of Someday and Angel in Heaven. And that song is going to be released. We're looking at next week. I really don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but all I could say is that it's going to be a collaboration of how much? 1, 2, 5 voices on one track. That's what I'm going to say, man. But just remember, we spoke about it right here. No one knows about that.
Well, they know now because
well, they know now. I know.
Streaming,
You heard,
when you release
it
the
first
song,
right here.
then we'll interview you again. So then they'll get a link.
That song is beautiful, and I'm not going to say what it's about, but it so happened. You remember the story I told you about Someday when I wrote it? The first take was basically typical love story, and then it transcended it into something else. Well, this is the same thing that happened to this song. This song basically is about something else I wrote, and through this COVID-19, for some reason, it just transcended into a whole new breath of fresh air, man. So it's something to really look out for. We're looking to launch it next week, so fans can look out for that.
Other than being Raymond the showstopper, do you have any particular quote you go with? Say something that you'd like to say to everyone, because I'm seeing on a T-shirt "Say no to racism," and I love that.
Oh, you know what? For the entire for the entire carnival season,
Mm-hmm.
even before carnival this year, around Christmas, just before Christmas, we started the campaign of the "Say No to Racism," because and we didn't really, it wasn't really directed to just Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the world, because Dylan is known throughout the world. So we wanted that message, and I've always said to the guys that if I can hold a microphone and I could go on a stage and have 20,000 people just jumping up in the air, or I could tell them move to the left, or I could tell them sing along to me, and they would sing. We have to understand the power and the influence that we have as entertainers when we're on a stage with a microphone. So the things that you do, you can inspire people. So I'm saying, you know what, man? People love Raymond, they love Delina Dance. So then let's always promote positive messages. And this is something we've been doing over the years. So now you would see maybe in the next month or two, another message coming up. And that is how we're going to basically be peddling throughout the year with just positive messages and hashtag the Delina Dance and the Raymond Ramnarine.
So tell us about young Raymond. You being a young kid, you had any idea that you was going to be a singer, superstar, winning champions, traveling everywhere, having concerts everywhere, being a Canadian #1 talk show?
Angel, God, love that. I love that. I always knew that I would be a musician because I started playing the keyboards. And for those now, I mean the generation now, even the generation before, everybody would know Raymond Ramnarine as the face of Delina Dan, or Raymond Ramnarine, the singer, the entertainer. But a lot of the fans even now don't even know that Raymond is one of the arrangers for the band, the musical arranger for Delina Dan. I've started playing keyboards. Up to this day, I do all the keyboard programming for Delina Dan. Um, all the arrangement for the brass and everything. So basically, a lot of people get caught up with Raymond just being on stage, being the singer. And as I said, when I started off playing keyboards. Then we moved to trumpet, and my brother and I played guitars, played drums. So we basically kind of fiddled with all the instruments. And I mean, I just basically love the situation. I love where I am today. I've seen how I've matured over the years, and I know that with God always by my side, Angel, we just keep praying and asking God for us to always improve and learn from our mistakes and just get better and better every time.
So my name for you guys here is the Ramnarine brothers, because when I tell Canadians, they speak slow, and when I
Yeah.
tell them Dil in Nadan, it's too much.
Yes.
So like the
You know,
Jonas brothers, you guys are the Ramnarine
the
brothers.
round right.
But
And you know what? Strangely enough, the first time, you just talked about Canada, and I was 5 years old. My big brother was 7, and that was the first time we ever um, toured with Dylan and Dan. I mean, not obviously not in the band, but as babies. You know what I mean? There was a place called Queen Elizabeth Theatre. I don't know if it still exists. I don't know, because that was back in the 80s. And strangely enough, I mean, Canada was the first place that Dylan and Dan actually had its first break with a promoter by the name of Amrul Khan. And they had sold out shows in Canada. We were in the audience as little kids seeing this 21 piece band. 21, yeah, it was like 21, 22 members in Zelina Dan at Queen Elizabeth Theatre in Toronto. So we had great memories as kids being out there and enjoying, Canada and just enjoying the fans out there.
so if you have to give an important message to kids, what would that message be?
Man, you know what? For me, it's simple. Just giving up is not an option. Just always know that. Simple but effective. Giving up is never an option. Don't make any excuses. Don't even tell me you're thinking about giving up. Giving up is never an option, guys. And always just aim for the stars, aim for the sky, and just be the best that you could be. That's all. Just be yourself. You know what I mean?
Since you have been coming to Canada for a number of time, especially from the age of 5, where have been your favorite place?
Let me see. My favorite place at that time when like the 5 years, 10, 12, 14 would be, I was always fascinated by the CN Tower. So every single time we come, whether it be 3, 4 times a year, we would have to go on the CN Tower. Now, when we come, I just love the whole West Indian community, and not just in Canada, Angel, but wherever I go, I really take that to heart. I love to visit like the West Indian community, like the roti shops, just like the stores, and you think to yourself, man, yes, we come from Trinidad and Tobago, and our neighbors right in Guyana. And then when you go to Brampton or you go to Pickering, you go to different places in the world, and whether it be a large community or a medium size or a very, very tiny community, like a year we went to Holland. The first year we went to Holland and we performed. It was for the Queen's birthday. Not exaggerating. I think it's on YouTube. I'll send you a link. Over 20,000 people, and it was my first time. So I'm accustomed when you go on a stage and you say, "Yo, Trinidad, hands up in the air." Everybody hands up in the air, whether you're not from Trinidad or whether you're from Trinidad. And I went that year to Holland, and the crowd was just moving to every beat. They loved every moment of Delina. And I remember, Angel, I said, I get so excited, man. I was like, "Yo, if you come from Trinidad, put up your hands in the air like this." And I actually count like about 3. And it just goes to show you, after when I met the 3 or 4 Trinidadians who live in Holland and came to the show, and they was like, because Holland is so far, they was like, Raymond, the community is so small here. But like, seeing you and seeing Delina Dan, it brought back so much memories to them. So whether it was such a small community, or as I said, a medium sized or very large community, I cherish just being around the, as I said, the roti shops and going to the stores, the West Indian stores, and just meeting people, man. So seeing Tower, the first half of my life, yes, I love those things. But now, touring with Delina, we enjoy just meeting with everybody. Your own West Indian people, man. I just love.
I lived in Barrie before, and believe it or not, I wasn't eating anything from Trinidad. And my two of my kids, they grew like that. And
Wow.
when I moved to the city now and I started going to all these Caribbean shops and stuff like that, my son, he lives at one of the Caribbean shops. I
Wow.
say, if I'm not there, get the bus and go.
No, but you just learn to cherish it, man. And sometimes when I'm home here too, Angel, and I would see friends in Queens or whether in Canada, and I would see them whether they in the living rooms or whatnot, they would take their harmonium or the dola or the dancehall, or they would go to the temples, they would even sing their songs right in the living room. And man, or even when some people may go live in one of the sports lounge, and they have a lot of the karaoke stuff going on, where people would go to the little Caribbean restaurants, and they have the solo performers singing, and sometimes I would be home and I would look at it and say, wait, boy, look, this is our own people who are living out there, and they're making it out there. They're working hard, but yet they're enjoying life. And to me, that is happiness. Those are the simple things in life, and this is what we cherish.
So basically, this show is about diversity. So I decided after COVID, I will be taking the show out on the road, maybe through Vancouver, Quebec, all these places, telling everybody about the culture because my son, his name is Albert. So they find, that name was hard to pronounce. However, he have his middle name, which is Justin. Everybody's good to call him, but they love the music. So
You know,
I will be promoting like Caribbean music, Jamaican music, everything from the Caribbean,
good for you.
our food, culture, life. Because sometimes people ask me where is Trinidad located. They can't find it on the map because Trinidad is just the small dot.
Well done.
The site of Mississauga is the entire Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. The thing is, to me, is that like, yes, we talk about the diversity and stuff, which is great. And I always tell people, right here in Trinidad, we talk about Mother Africa and Mother India. Yes, we have the ancestors that came from both countries, from both continents. But the thing is, we live in Trinidad. I'm not from India. I'm not from Africa or China. I'm a Trinidadian. I'm a Trinbagonian, and this is my identity. And I grew up, as I said, listening to all types of music. I'm not gonna say that Raymond is gonna be categorized in just one genre of music, but at the end of the day, as we promote chutney, or we promote Bollywood, or we promote soca, reggae, as the case may be, I have a beautiful Indian name. It's way challenging, more challenging than Amrit to pronounce.
Let's hear it. Let's see if I can say it.
Okay, can I spell it? You might pronounce it better.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so
I don't want to embarrass myself on the show if I don't know it right.
so, so good. So it's like, but I'm just gonna say this one time when I was at school, man. When you enter a classroom for the first time, and the teacher would say good morning, everybody stand up one by one, say your name and where you're from, and the first person would say, "Hey, my name is Harry from Gasperlo." The next one, "Hey, my name is Elizabeth. Hi, my name is Michael." And then when Paul Raymond come up now, I would have to say it like 5 times. And the fifth time, I would have to say it slow. So my name is Vive
Uh-huh.
Kanand.
JJ. Vivkanan?
that was
My
close. That
phone
was
is
close.
telling me right.
It's Vivekanand.
I guess it's a
Vivek.
nice name.
Yeah,
I I have
I think it's a
heard.
Swami. I think it's a Swami, a great Swami in India. That's what my mom said. So you know what? Although my teacher had, or some of my friends, it took a while for them to pronounce the name. You know what, man? I accept it. I love it. I embrace it. And this is who I am. And I'm proud to be Indo-Caribbean boy living in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm proud of my roots in India. I accept, as I said, I accept all genres of music because music is universal. This is our line of work. Music is universal. And as long as we could create happiness through music, man, then way to go, Delina Dan. Do your thing.
So before we go, do you have any questions for me?
I was just enjoying this whole interview. We have to go.
You can stay as long as you want. I guess Canada
Okay,
love this.
what since okay, so how long you said the program has been in existence? So it's brand new.
It's
It's
a brand
supposed to actually,
new. It's supposed to start on the 24th of March
and with the COVID.
on
Oh,
TV.
this is what you said.
Yeah. So because of that, the show I started to do the home edition, which I plan to keep because people started sending me messages. I love your culture. What is the music? What kind of food you eat? Stuff like that. I'm actually planning a cooking video to cook curry duck and not dal puri because I have in the freezer, which I bought at one of the roti shops. And because people was asking me, I say, no, you don't go out there and catch the Canadian duck, right? You have to get it at the Caribbean store.
At the farm or something. But do you all have the farm and stuff too?
It's open in the summer, and
Okay,
it's all the way like in Scarborough and these places. But I go to like this Caribbean store. There's one Charlie's or Passad's or this
great.
one, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I am the owner of a popular
Great, man. Great, great.
meat shop where I supply halal meats to
Oh,
lots of
great.
Caribbean customers.
Fantastic,
So
fantastic.
yeah, and I started a trend with my kids. My son he wants to be a doctor, and even the
Good
girls.
for him.
So I
Good for
always
him.
tell them, yeah, have a backup trade. So he's into
Yeah,
making these things with the cricket machine, those T-shirts and whatever.
right.
And my daughter, she is into making cakes and slime and whatever you can think about.
it's
Those.
always it's always good to multitask and it's always good to have that second option. So I applaud the kids, man. Just let them spread their wings and do what they have to do. You know.
So
But Angel,
go ahead.
I feel like if I interview I don't know.
I
So
have
Angel,
a challenge for you.
so
And
Angel,
I hope you
uh huh,
accept the challenge. The next time you come to Canada, we would
uh
be
huh.
going to the CN Tower, taking the stairs and taking the show. Are you in?
I'm all for that. So I'm in. I'm in 100%. Promise. So
And
Angel,
we
like
would not be
like
doing this alone. We would
like
invite.
the next time,
Let's go.
would it be possible? Like, okay, we were supposed to come in Canada for Mother's Day weekend.
Uh huh.
Um, Unfortunately, again, COVID. Damn you, COVID. Anyway, uh, so like in the future, when Raymond and Delina Dan comes to Canada to perform, would you take it into consideration to like bring the show to the concert? Like, would you be
Yes,
able to come and do like a
it's the
live
new
stuff,
era
interview
of
the
the show.
artists?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that would be great, man. That would be great. That would be
So
great. So
this,
just
I think this is the only way to promote the culture because you
yes,
have been here so much times. I saw like in roti shops the stickers, Raymond concert,
right,
stuff like that. Times you have been, I haven't heard about it. When I was all the way
right.
very, I haven't had a clue of what is going on in the
But
city.
definitely, man, we have to work. We have to work hand in hand. As you said, to spread that love, to spread the Caribbean culture and the diversity. So I'm all for it. And just know, Angel, that you could count on me, and by extension, count on Delina Dan to always be there and support you.
Thank you so much, Raymond. And
Anytime.
I want to thank you so much for being on this show. And
Nice. All right.
Canada love you,
Cool.
and we love diversity. We love Dilina Dan, and
Love you
Dilina
guys
Dan.
more, man. Love you guys more. Love you guys more.
Now,
Um,
for people want to get a ticket to go to Trinidad,
was I,
right? Dilina Dan and Raymond.
man? I'm just gonna definitely from now. I mean, after this interview, uh, send me the links and whatnot. Definitely gonna promote Angel and your show, and just let everybody just create awareness, and just let everybody know of the great job that you're doing. And as I said before, not just Raymond, by extension, Delina Dan, we open our arms to you. We open our arms to you and the entire show, to your family by extension. Applaud them for what they're doing, to the kids for doing a great job. And we just want to tell everybody, man, just be safe and stay home. Let's all
Thank you
save some
so much for
lives.
the support. Thank you for all of the love and support. I hope
Anytime.
the next time on the show we can have you and all of the Ramnarine brothers. We'll probably do a show or something like that.
Would love to,
Podcast both in Trinidad and Tobago and Canada.
as soon as my voice gets back 100%. I got wet in the rain, guys. I'm confessing now. I got wet in the rain. Just being on the road. As I said before, we just really just trying to help those in need during this COVID-19. So I got a little wet in the rain, and bam, just like that, kind of lost my voice. So I was supposed to sing even more on the show, but definitely, Angel, we're gonna talk. We're gonna get things rolling, and definitely have like a mini concert with Raymond, Delina Dan, and by extension the kids and Generation Three. I'll arrange another day for you to do an interview, Angel, with Varun, Vinesh, Amish, and Arvin. They are Varun and Vinesh are my sons, and
Mhm.
Amish and Arvin are Richard's kids, twins, but they call themselves G3, which is the third generation of Delina Dan. And these kids are hitting some high notes. They're doing a fantastic job. So I'll arrange another day for you guys to have a beautiful interview.
Okay, I want to just give you an alert. Probably
Mm-hmm.
after this show, you might be going to the Jimmy Fallon show in America, Jimmy Kimmel, and the Ellen
Yeah,
DeGeneres.
I love you. Love you so much, Angel. Thank you for all the love, man. And you know what I really enjoyed. Not to say that I'm taking up any time, but what I really enjoy and what I really appreciate is like when someone comes to interview, and we I love this. I love this interaction. I love this. Just being us. We're not pretending to be anybody else. We're just being me. I'm just being Raymond. You're being Angel.
Yeah.
We're just being as real as we can, and I totally enjoy it. I wish we could do this very soon again, man. Definitely.
What the reason behind the show was I'm always smiling, always a happy person. And one guy, he's a producer. He was like, "I think you should start a show." So I said, "No, that's not me. I'm not going into that." And every day, I always tell them a joke. So this guy, he wasn't born in Canada or anything, and he started asking me, "Do you have a joke for me?" So every day I tell him the joke. He we weren't working at the same place anymore because I started my business now. And then he was like, "Angel, I miss the jokes. You should start a show." And then I say, "You know what? I'll take this opportunity. If it can help people laugh,
Yes.
smile on people's face."
It's just you know what? It's the simple things that we do. Um, you Angel, through your show, if you can by the end of the day make one person smile, then you have definitely accomplished a lot in life. It's the same thing with me. When I go on a stage, I have this one right now, which is this was given to me. If you guys could see it,
Yeah.
this was given to me by a good friend of mine in Canada. He's also a booking agent too, Anthony, and this was given to me by him. And he's such a loving person. And he told me, he said, Raymond, if you could go on a stage and you could just, by the time you finish, man, if one person you made a change in one person's lives. I've had stories, Angel, where years ago a girl messaged me. I didn't know her, and she said she never listened to Indian music. She her type of music was heavy metal. That was her type of music. She was into drugs. She was into heavy alcohol. And I got this long message. And she said, I could actually feel the hurt. She said, thank you, Raymond. Thank you so much for whatever you did. Your music basically healed me. So I was like, what it is? And then I started to read. And then she, she was saying that, how she used to listen to heavy metal music, go out every night, hide from her parents and go do drugs, drink alcohol. And strangely enough, it was one of my Indian songs that I sang, man, and she heard it. And she said she just decided to listen, and she up to this day she can't explain what hit her, but something hit her, and she basically stopped drinking, stopped the drugs, stopped listening to heavy metal music, and she's married now. Has kids and leading a really wonderful life. So these are the little things that you do as an entertainer, man, that really makes you go to sleep with a peace of mind. And it's just the little things you do in life.
So this is what gets me through my everyday life. Did you see what it has here? Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So this came with me many years ago, right here to Canada. Now it has the picture of my husband and kids. I took the picture, so that's why it's in there. And
Photographer.
there's so much little things about Trinidad and Tobago I want to just highlight in this show. So not only Raymond, but your brothers, other members of the band.
Yep.
We'll talk about on the next show.
Anytime, feel free. Just know that we are no family, Angel, and I'm just a WhatsApp away. Just me a message. Sure. You all just keep in touch, man, and give my love to everybody out there.
And thank you so much for joining the show, and to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Sophie Gregory Trudeau. This is Raymond Ramnarine from Dilinadan, and this is Diversity.
Love you all
Thank
so
you,
much,
Raymond.
man.
And remember,
what
the show is a smile a day. Each day can change the world. Angel from Canadian Talk Show. Love you. Bye.
Smile, guys. Love you. Mwah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Love.
When I give you a signal, feel the love. Come on. You know the song, I was. The first time I looked at you, I knew it right there. Believe me, my baby, I really do care. Though we're far apart, my love will remain. It hurts so bad, it really pains. Small man, someday I'll see you again. Someday it will never end, 'cause this feeling inside of me makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy. Oh, I wanna be there. Hold on. Forever. Oh, I wanna be there forever. Sada chehra ko dikhao aur phoolon sa मुस्कुराओ, जरा चेहरा को दिखाओ और फूलों सा मुस्कुराओ. Listen, I promise that someday our hearts will be one. The rain will stop falling, we'll see the sun. My prayer will be answered and we'll have fun, 'cause our hearts together will now be one. Sing with me, someday. Sing. Shh, I want to hear the audience. Someday it will, 'cause this feeling inside makes me laugh, makes me. Whoa, I wanna be. How long, supper? Whoa, I wanna be there forever. Chitni pyari badi naame, har itna koi khilona, rote rote हंसना सीखो, हंसते हंसते रोना, रोते रोते हंसना सीखो, हंसते हंसते रोना. Just keep the faith, and I'll do the same. Remember our promise. Remember my name. Supper, don't let go. Just hold on tight, 'cause you're in my heart. Every day, every night. Come on. Someday I'll see you again.